Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Global Truth Center, Toronto. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We're going to do a little blessing for all the mothers and grandmothers, aunts, sisters, and of course, the Divine Mother within us and beyond us and our Mother Earth later on. Thank you for tuning in wherever you are watching, whether you are in Toronto, Germany, I think our Mexico people are home, all of our Mexico people, but wherever you are, it is wonderful to have you join us. And our theme for the month of May is prosperity. Our vision statement is love only, forgive everything, remember who you are. And we come together each week online for now, moving to some sort of space in the future so we can gather in person. And we come together to be reminded that there is a creative, indestructible, absolute self-existent cause, recognizing this is who we are, that we are this infinite knowingness of creative energy, and really understanding it is within each of us, and that we can bring forth into the world of form the abundance, the prosperity of every good thing in which we may desire, knowing that love is the sole impulse for creation, and no one can truly create what their heart desires without it. The whole universe is based upon love. Therefore, we can use this energy individually and collectively to recognize we're part of something greater than ourselves. We are part of this universal presence of love. And so with us today, we have Carrie Garnier, our lead practitioner today, and the beautiful music of Aidan Farrell. And so with that, I'm going to bring Aidan in to open us up with an original song of hers. Good morning, Aidan.
Good morning, Helen. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Okay, take it away with a fabulous song of yours.
Thank you. This is an oldie but a goodie called Mad Love. You lay neath the sun while I sit and I stare at the moon. You look at your life from a different point of view. And I'll never know quite how it feels to be you. So go ahead and tell your story. Tell me what you're going through. 'Cause you know I got mad love, mad love, mad love. Yeah, you know I got mad love, mad love, mad love. Yeah, you know I got mad love, mad love, mad love. No matter who you are, you know I got mad love for you. act of hate, we show love in return. It ain't always easy, that don't mean we can't try. Put your hands on your heart and turn your head to the sky. Show them that you got mad love, mad love, mad love. Show them that you got mad love, mad love, mad love. Show them that you got mad love, mad love, mad love. No matter who you are, you know I got mad love for you. For the ones that hurt you, to the one you call savior, for your best friend, your family, for yourself, for a stranger, for the ones we let fall, for the freedom of all, for the gifts we've been given. If we can't love, we're not living. Show them that you got mad love, mad love, mad love. Show them that you got mad love, mad love, mad love. Show them that you got mad love, mad love, mad love. No matter who you are, no matter who you are, you know I got mad love for you.
What a beautiful song to start. Thank you. And just, yeah, all that mad love that lives in our hearts, and
Yes.
gotta let it out. So thank you so much, Aiden. We'll see you in a
Thanks.
little bit. Oh, let us just take a moment and place our hands over our heart. Breathe into that big, beautiful heart space of yours. As we recognize that, as we drop down into our heart space and really embody this mad love that is just wanting to burst through us, that is what our physical world will reflect, because everything that we are is a reflection of our consciousness. And knowing that the ultimate reality is one of love, joy, peace, and harmony, that each one of us can embody and live from. We have this incredible opportunity, this gift of life, and we get to choose what we think. Whatever it is we choose to think, whatever it is we choose to be and exude, is what will determine the world we experience. So, recognizing that the direction our mind takes and firmly believes in does form a new thought pattern. And when it is one that is imbued with love, light, power, peace, joy, harmony, then it overrides every lower thought pattern that goes on within us. So we have to recognize that when we live as we've lived in the past, if we think as we have thought in the past, then we are simply creating our future to be more of the same. And we have this really wonderful opportunity to release the wars within our own consciousness, to know and affirm that today and every day we stand for peace. Today and every day we stand for the right of every being on this earth plane to experience safety, security, and love. Today and every day, we stand for the knowing that the incarnation of spirit is in all beings. We stand for the unity of all life, and that the highest God, the most inner God, is one God. We stand for the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. And we choose to live from this consciousness of love. And so breathing into your heart space, opening your heart to a deeper level of forgiveness, recognizing that each one of us play a part in bringing peace and harmony to the world. And we can reach beyond the field of right doing and wrongdoing. We can release the judgments in this moment and enter into that soulful, sacred space of pure love. And from this place today, let us bless our mothers, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, aunts, sisters, friends who are mothers, the divine Mother Earth, the divine soulful mother, and the divine mother in all of us. For there is something very important to understand about the nature of love. That is, that love is created and is ultimately expressed on a level of soul to soul connection. This soul connection is what makes love a real connection. It is what makes love eternal. And so today, let's also focus our blessings to all the mothers who need help. For it's the mothers who will stand up to change the world on behalf of their children. So breathing into your heart space, bless all the mothers who need love and support, help all around the world. Bless those mothers who are suffering. Bless those mothers who have or who are watching their children suffer at this time. And as we accept our own light, our own love within, this infinite creative power, we can express and give back all the gifts that emerge from it. Individually and collectively, we can create momentous change in our lives and the lives of those around us and the world. So breathing into your love, setting an intention to let that love shine forth, to live it, to be it. And so it is. And with that, I'm going to bring Aiden and Carrie in for our invocation.
If I were a bird, I'd sing my song. I'd sing for you each time you cry. If I were a bird, I'd dance across horizons. If I were a bird, I'd have the prettiest of views. High in the clouds I'd go to watch upon the world below, and there I would watch for you. Ooh. Yes, if I were a bird, I'd tell you what I do. I'd always find a way to fly straight home to you.
Taking this moment to breathe in as we settle into our home, into ourselves right here and right now, and allowing these words to speak truth. We are love. We are home, each and every one of us. Being perfect point of power, of love expressing right here and right now. And I invite each of us to sink into this knowing we are here on purpose, on point, allowing ourselves to hear exactly what we need to hear, want to hear, rejoice to hear, knowing that we do fly, we soar, we rest, and knowing right here and now is a moment of rest, a moment of recognition, a moment of celebration as we come together perfectly, brilliantly. I am grateful to know this. I am grateful for this time of togetherness, of strength in unity as we are all one and there is nothing else but love expressing. With these words and a deep filled heart, I release to the law, knowing it is done. Together we say, and so it is.
If I were a bird, I'd sing my song at sunrise. If I were a bird, I'd have the prettiest of tunes, just like the ones you used to hear in times gone by, and I'd sing for you each time you cry. Yes, if I were a bird, I'd tell you what I do. I'd find a way to fly straight home to you. I'll to you.
Wow. Aiden, I just like, oh, I have goosebumps all over me. Thank you. That was beautiful. And Carrie, your prayer was just fit in so well. And I realized the two of you were together a couple weeks ago while I was away, and I went, wow, you two have great energy together. Thank you so much. Okay, Carrie, you're staying on with me.
Yep.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So, how is our theme is prosperity this month, and wow, how are you opening up to receiving all of your good and
Oh my goodness. How am I not opening up? So I'll start really briefly with it's spring. And so the abundance of light and the
Mm,
abundance of warmth and the abundance of the open spaces and being able to be out in it have really helped with my abundance.
yes,
Yeah.
it
But
does.
I also joined up for, so it's perfect. I didn't realize that June, our theme was abundance, but I joined up with Magical Mystery Manifesting Adventure with the guy who does Notes from the Universe. Can't think of
Oh,
his
Tut.
name.
Yes. Uh,
Can't think of
Dooley,
his
Mike
name. Yeah,
Dooley, Mike
Mike.
Dooley. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
he has partnered for a 21-day adventure with Pam Grout, author of
Oh,
E
E
Squared
squared. Yeah.
and Thank and Grow Rich. And it's a manifesting, and it's literally we're playing in the quantum field with a lot of gratitude and and
Mm,
and with fun things like manifesting a blue truck. So now I see blue trucks everywhere, and I feel like it's abundance of the universe just telling me, "I still got you, still got your back."
yeah.
It's with fun and lightness. So blue trucks was one, owls was one, and within 2 days of that being what we're going to be manifesting, I found this beautiful jeweled owl at an antique market. Um,
Mm,
beach balls. This is not the season for beach balls. I saw a
not
whole bunch
yet.
of. I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and there was a whole bunch of beach balls on there. Um, so just allowing the quantum field to feed us. Some of the things are very light
Mm,
and very fun. Some are more poignant, like receiving a blessing, receiving a compliment, receiving a message, and but it's all with love and lightness. And I love her philosophy, which is let, not get.
yes.
So not going looking, although I did look for the blue truck, and I did find it that day. I was led by intuition. And it turns out actually that my neighbor has a big honkin' blue truck. I realized that like 2 days ago. And it's like, I never had to go anywhere to get the blue truck. It's
It was
right
there.
outside my front door.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, another one was a senior in a funky hat. And then we had
Oh,
our bingo. We had our bingo.
yes. Yes.
And one of our members had a beautiful funky hat on. So that literally I'm playing in the quantum field for a couple of weeks.
Oh, beautiful. And good for you. And I love when everybody brings their how they're exploring and connecting to the quantum field, to spirit in many different ways because there are so many, well, there's an abundance of people that teach this work in their own
Mhm.
unique way. And we
Mhm.
gravitate sometimes to having someone else give it, teach us in a different way.
It's just a little booster, a little
Yeah.
zing of
Mhm.
just a little zing. It's like this is what we do, this is what we teach, and I get to play with somebody else.
Yes. And that's so valuable. And maybe also people could take away, go play, go find someone to play with.
Go find someone to play with.
Go find someone to play with in the field and just expand your own consciousness and presence of who you are. It's beautiful.
That's it. That's my experiences.
Love it. Would you like to lead us through our affirmation?
I would. I'd love to do that.
Okay, let me just bring it up here.
I'm going to let you do that first.
There you go.
Perfect. So I'm going to say it one time, and I invite everybody to just pause, hear it, and let it sink in. I am receptive to the abundance the universe offers. And now say it with me. I am receptive to the abundance the universe offers. And we can let it. We don't have to get it.
I love it. I let the universe offer me the abundance. Yeah. Oh, wonderful, Carrie. Thank you. So great to see you. And thank you for sharing your consciousness.
Thank you.
And I will see you towards the end.
Yes.
I was going to say the end of the show.
That's how I see it too.
There you go. All right. I'm going to bring Aiden back for our feature song.
Thank you. So this song is called Love Means Many Things, and I love what you were saying, Carrie, and this song also, this idea that once you stop looking or expecting love to look a certain way, it's just, you see that it's everywhere. And that just feels like a nice way to exist. So this is called Love Means Many Things. Love means many things. It's more than just a word. It's in every book you've ever read, every poem you've ever heard. Recalling of romance, a tale of fantasy, the way each story sings. Love means many things. Love means many things. It's more than just a dream. It's in every sound you've ever heard, every sight you've ever seen. Thunder in the sky and sunlight through the trees. How winter fades to spring. Love means many things, like a net cast in the water that tries to catch a wave. There is no containing of its wonder. It has no one true name. Love means many things, life's greatest mystery. It's in every beating of a heart, the rolling of the sea. Some may use equations to find its boundary. More questions this only brings. Love means many things. Love means many things.
Beautiful, Aiden. Thank you so much. Oh, So take a moment. Think about what love means to you. Hmm. You know, I love Aiden's lyrics. Love means many things, and it's not necessarily the, traditional love between two people that we can consider. It's the love of our Mother Earth, the love of life itself, the love of exchanging energy. It's um, the love of celebrating life, this life we live in. And my talk title this morning is Holistic Living. And so, holistic living involves this mind and body and consciousness that is flourishing, your own self-realization of who you are, and living in the wholeness and integrity of who you are is the greatest service that you can render the world. It's when we shortchange ourselves and we're not able to show up when as we are truly, that we are doing ourselves and the world a disservice. So, my question to you this morning is, do you experience the unfolding of your divine self, God self, in your daily life consistently? And there may be some days that are better than others. We all have our days. But to be living holistically means to bring all of that into balance: our consciousness, our thoughts, our feelings, our body, our divine essence, spirit, and to really encourage connection with our environment. And really, do we identify ourselves as a spiritual being living in our human body as one? Not that this spiritual being is separate or spirit is outside of us. And it was interesting because I was coaching someone last week, and I asked him to have a sense of his own essence. And he described all these beautiful qualities. And I'm like, what does that feel like inside of you? And he goes, oh, that's not inside of me. That's outside of me. And I went, what you want to be able to do is practice bringing that in to really internalize your God self versus having it be separate from ourselves. And to get to this place, it does involve making intentional choices of a high level of self-care for our consciousness, for our body, for our emotions. And it involves seeing a bigger picture that no matter what is happening around us, there's always evolution happening. There's always love present. We just might not be able to grasp it in this moment. So to think about, living holistically, to really up your own level of self-care and having the awareness that each of these areas connect and influence each other. So it's about being intentional with your thoughts, your words, your actions. Because we all have this wisdom within us for living in integrity and wholeness, which brings us to holistic of our body, mind, and spirit. So take note of your thoughts. Take note of your words. Take note of your action. Take note of your behavior, which then also informs your character, and allow that best self to flow through. And we do have to take care of our bodies in order to do that, through eating what is good for us, whatever that is for each person, it's individual, but making sure we get enough sleep, get enough exercise, allow our bodies to go into a state of relaxation, and also be in a state of hydration. And for our mind, it's our spiritual practices, it's visioning, it's meditation, affirmation, prayer, and continuous learning and self-reflection. And it's about living as your God self in nonviolence, truthfulness, integrity, detachment. Detachment, that's a good one. Simplicity, refinement, purification, self-knowledge, and surrender. Surrender, giving over to that infinite quantum field that knows how to provide us with the abundance, the prosperity, and everything we need. This is what it means to be living holistically, in integrity. And living in integrity, being at one with your true self, is the antidote to suffering. I'm going to say that again. Living in integrity, which means being at one with your true self, is the antidote to suffering. Yes, it means living in the truth of who you are. As Ernest Holmes said, the divine plan is one of freedom. Bondage is not God ordained. It is not universal ordained. It is not the quantum field ordained. And freedom is the birthright of every living soul. So in Emily Cady's book, Lessons in Truth, she gives a beautiful image that within us is a fountain of love, abundance, grace, the supplier of our goodness. And we are the ones who must recognize this supplier of all supply and be willing to embody this goodness. So are you willing to tap into that fountain of love, prosperity, abundance, all that you desire within yourself? And that fountain is being fed by the quantum field, by the infinite, universal, omnipresence, omniscient power of love that is everywhere present. Because suffering is optional. Pain, we experience pain. Pain comes from events, but suffering comes from the way we handle those events. And so by going deeper into suffering, and some people are very addicted to their suffering, you will at some point make a decision, hopefully, to stop descending into suffering, into lack, into limitation, and start ascending in your consciousness. This is the end of living out of alignment with who you are, and to accept that you are infinitely worthy, lovable, and loved. Because that's what we're here to do, is enjoy our life and know we are loved by the divine mother of all. And to recognize we're forever learning, we're growing, we're evolving. And yes, we do have painful mistakes. Well, I know I've made painful mistakes. But we also have, painful experiences. And yet this fountain within us can help us rebuild ourselves from that ever-giving love as we realign ourselves again and again with self-compassion, with mindfulness, with presence, with understanding that we want to live holistically, mind, body, spirit, in harmony with nature, with Mother Earth, when in harmony with other beings. And you don't need to know precisely how to do it. What you need to recognize is that, yes, there are possibilities offered in every present moment. And, like Carrie so brilliantly said, you don't need to go out and get them. They will show up. And your job is to embrace them with courage and faith. Can you do that for yourself? Can you gift yourself the life of wholeness, a life of integrity? Emily Cady goes on to say, from the smallest thing of our everyday life to the rolling away of the largest stone of difficulty from our path, this presence will come to deliver us. But its working depends on our trusting. And our trusting means getting inside, going into that fountain. In this effort of ours to bring into manifestation the good, the prosperity, which we know is the birthright of everyone, is when we get beyond the point where we try to do it all ourselves. And we allow our God self and the universe to do its part. That's when we get the desires of our heart. In class, we're studying, we changed books actually. We had a vote. We did it in a very loving, democratic way. We decided to change from the Intention Experiment to The Power of Eight. Both books are by Lynn McTaggart, but The Power of Eight goes along with the intention circles that we're doing on Tuesday night. And we are working on really being so clear that each one of us, as we are directing light energy, which is who we are, to whatever we intend for healing, and that we do this collectively, this light does exactly what it's supposed to do. So there's a quote by Ernest Holmes that says, thought which is built upon the realization of the divine presence has the power to neutralize negative thought, to erase it, just as the light has the power to overcome darkness, not by combating darkness, but by being exactly what it is, light. Are you willing to be exactly who you are, light, and to live this holistic life? And ask yourself in everything you do with your body, with your mind, with your spirit, is this from light? Is this from a place of lightness? And our daughter Mahala came to me and said, I don't think I want to move to England, Mom. I love, because she was going to move to London for 2 years to teach in London. And she said, I love where I'm teaching. I love it there. Carrie's going, yay. And I'm so happy there. And I said, you get to go where you love. You get to be in the place that you love. I said, honey, you don't have to struggle. Because she said, I've also been looking at my finances, and what I would make in London wouldn't really afford me the finances to travel the way I want to travel. Whereas here, I'm moving up in my earnings, and, with paying, yes, she pays rent and for the car. Oh, yeah. But also everything else. She says, I still have money to travel, which is what I want to do. And I have about 10 weeks out of the year to travel. So I said to her, well, what feels lighter? And she goes, oh, Mom, this feels so much lighter to me. I'm like, go with what feels light. Go with what feels light. Take care of yourself on every level. So she's taking care of her finances. She's taking care of her body. She's taking care of her mind. She's loving what she's doing. And it's like, life is meant to be joyful and easy, not suffering. So somehow I think these teachings are sinking into her, even though she goes, this is your stuff, Mom, not mine. She gets it. And I'm so grateful that she can also step forward and say, I changed my mind. This is better for me. Can you do that and advocate for yourself? I've changed my mind. I want this because it gives me the opportunity to live in prosperity, abundance. It gives me the opportunity to live holistically. So ask yourself that question and start really tapping into that fountain of prosperity and abundance and go for it. Live that life. Life is too short on this earth plane not to. So say yes to your goodness. And let us just know that we are part of this infinite quantum field of pure possibility of light energy, that this light is who and what each and every one of us is. And so as we say yes and we open up to more prosperity, more abundance, more goodness, to expansion in our minds, health and well-being in our bodies, expressing our creativity, to playing, to laughter, to joy. I recognize this is what it means to live holistically, and I say yes to it. Say yes, and yes to even more. And know that as this light being, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to get anything. I simply get to be the light and allow it to do what it does so brilliantly and perfectly. And so knowing this and knowing that as my word, as I affirm this and I speak it and I claim it for myself and each and every person on this service today and later on in the week, I say yes, and I know and trust all is in divine order, all is well. I simply let it go, allowing this beautiful light energy, this fountain of holistic living to flow. And so it is. Namaste. Oh, so just take a moment and breathe that into your body. Breathe it in. And from this place, I'm going to bring up our giving affirmation, and we can affirm this together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give to my spiritual center, I recognize I am the flow of abundance. Yes, I am that fountain of abundance. I share with every person and in all life. As I give, I receive, and so it is. And so knowing that our tie this month goes to Ontario Forests, or Forests Ontario, to give back to Mother Earth, right? Let's plant more trees and really honor Mother Earth and the abundance and the prosperity that abounds from our Mother Earth. And a few announcements. Yes, Spirit Breath is back at 8 a.m. on Zoom, so you're welcome to join in. The link is on the calendar on the lower part of our front page of our website, so you can join in anytime. Also, we do have our Power of 8 intention group, and you are welcome to join us again on Zoom. If you go to the calendar, I put everything on Zoom. On Zoom. Yes, every other thing goes on Zoom, but also everything goes on that calendar, which if you scroll down, all the links are there. So you can join us. There's a little blurb about the Power of 8 intention group. And if you want prayer, there's also Amy's email where you can contact her. And she will put you in the circle for healing and for prayer work. As well, if you need support, you can always contact a practitioner. We're here to pray with you at any time, so you can put that in the prayer request. And if you go on our leadership page, that prayer request or contacting us directly is there for you. And dun, da, 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 it's up on the website. Our community connection and celebration on Friday, June 24th. It's from 5 to 9 p.m. We'll start off with the sound bath with Phil Jacobs. We'll have cocktails, appetizers, dinner, and then live music with Phil and Pierre. And it'll be our first time coming in and connecting. All the information, again, is on the website. Tickets are $40. Please note, tickets will not be sold at the door. They must be purchased online ahead of time. And that is it. I say thank you to everyone. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring Aiden back for our closing song. So, Aiden, you've got a
Helen.
great song for us to close off with. So.
Yes. Please sing along if you know it. When the night is come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand
Wonderful. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful Sunday. Bye for now.
Bye.